gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have 3 really fun and very easy DIY projects for your home. This is a tin mailbox. I believe I found this at Michael's quite a few years ago for only $5. I'm going to give this some paint and distress it a little bit. And then I found this glass diffuser on Amazon. I'm going to also dress this up and give it a new look. And then I found this mini towel holder at Home Goods. I'm going to remove the hooks and give it a fresh coat of paint and show you what I do with this. I'm so excited about these 3 projects. They were all fun and super easy to do. Okay, so for this first DIY, I'm going to show you how I dressed up this somewhat boring oil diffuser. I think it looks so gorgeous the way it looks, but I added some paint and an applique and it looks beautiful now. So for all of these projects, I'm going to be using the same paint, and I picked up some chalk paint at Hobby Lobby. I'm using some masking tape to cover up the glass that I don't want to get any paint on. And then I'm using some E6000 glue and then some appliques. I only used one for this project. I'm going to have the link to my favorite applique store in my description box. I do get asked where I purchased my appliques, and I will have that linked down in my description box. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just tape off all of the glass. I do not want to get any paint on there. And then I'm going to place my applique exactly where I want it to go and then add the glue. And I'm also going to tape it off to hold it in place while it is drying. And for this, I am adding it on the opposite side of the power button. So the power button is in the back now. That way it's kind of hidden and you can see this beautiful applique on the front. I did let this dry probably 2 or 3 hours, so it was dried up pretty well. You are normally going to want to let this dry overnight, but this was dried up really well, so I decided to start painting. And the first thing that I did here was really get into those nooks and crannies with my paintbrush, and then I'm gonna try to paint in the same direction. That way I don't have too many brush marks from the paintbrush. You can also spray paint this. That would be a really good idea as well, but I feel like that scent from the spray paint just kind of lingers forever, and I didn't want to do that with this. And I just felt like using some paint and a paintbrush would be best. Sometimes I get asked where I get all of my inspiration from and my ideas to do the projects that I do. And for this particular project, I have been searching forever for a diffuser that matched with my decor, and I honestly just couldn't find anything that I truly loved enough. Yes, I have found diffusers that are absolutely beautiful, and I do have 2 of them in my home now that I love, but I really wanted something that had that elegant farmhouse or French country look to it, and I just couldn't find one. So when I saw this wooden one, I thought, you know what, I can paint that and add a really pretty shabby chic applique and just make it look the way I want. So that is what inspired me to do this project in particular. For this next project, I had a blast. I have been wanting to paint this tin for a very long time. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do it or not, and I am so glad that I did. I think it looks so incredibly cute on my front door, and I just love this. So again, I'm using the same chalk paint, and I did add probably about 3 coats of paint to this. It was very easy to do, and the paint did dry extremely quickly. As always, if you want to thin out your paint, because chalk paint is very thick and it does dry very fast, so it can clump up on you, you can just add a tiny bit of water to your paintbrush. Just make sure it's not dripping, but it will thin out that paint just a little bit, and it will still paint on just as beautifully. Okay, so now that this is all fully dry, I'm going to give it a little bit of distressing, and for that I'm just going to be using this little sander that I picked up at Target. I will be using the 220 grit sandpaper for this, and I'm going to lightly distress this on all of that beautiful raised design, and then on the edges and wherever it may have natural distressing. You can also use acetone and a Q-tip. I've done that as well, and it works beautifully. You don't have a mess everywhere. It does kind of stink, but you don't have that dust from all of the sanding, and it works really, really well, and you don't have to worry about scratching up other places on your piece that you're trying to distress. If you are new to my channel and this is the first video that you have ever watched of mine, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I truly hope that you are enjoying it so far, and I hope that you decide to subscribe as well. So hit that red subscribe button now before you forget, and make sure that you have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. You're also going to want to head on over to my Instagram and follow me over there. I do post a lot over there, and I do share a lot of behind the scenes action going on. I will leave my handle up here. I will also leave it linked in my description box. So here it is, all finished. I do not know what took me so long to paint this. I think it turned out so incredibly gorgeous. I decided to put this on my front door and add some pretty florals. I can't wait to add some fall florals to this in a few weeks, and I cannot wait to share that with you all. But for now, I'm going to stick with some summer florals, and I just think this looks so incredibly pretty. Okay, so for this next project, I do have to say that I was inspired by another YouTuber. Her name is Jessica, and I will leave her information up here on the screen to go to her Instagram, and then I'm going to leave her channel link in my description box. This is not a collab, but I love what she does. She is so inspirational, and she has a ton of fun projects that she does on her channel. So I just wanted to quickly mention that. So for this project, I do want to add my own hooks down at the very bottom. So I'm going to be removing these larger hooks that are sitting on the front facing of this piece. And then I'm also going to remove those back little hook things for holding it on the wall. I'm going to be using something else for that because I will be placing this above my stove and I cannot put any holes on the tile. So I'm going to use some command hooks for that, and I will show you that here in just a few minutes. So I'm just going to get all of the stuff taken off, and then I'm going to take that wood filler and fill in the holes. And this stuff did dry very fast. I want to say I let it dry maybe about 30 minutes. And then once that was dry, I went ahead and painted a coat of paint on this, and this did only need one coat of paint.
A bag of memories, my only luggage. I'm trying to travel like the way I love it. I never really care about the distance. I let the music guide me, be my mistress. And all the places I have seen, they all felt like a home. Every day is a new scene, outside my comfort zone. And all the girls are calling me the one who got away, got a song to play. I've been soaking up the sun and I've been walking through the rain. Started singing just for fun, sometimes to take away the pain. I've been dancing in the moonlight, slept underneath the stars, and the music has taken me far. Just me and my guitar. Oh, I've seen the world from every corner.
So once the paint has fully dried, I have this marked in little spots where I want my hooks to go, and then I will be just screwing those in. And for this, I did not plan on hanging anything really heavy, so I will be using these cup hooks. If you want to hang something heavier on your project, I do recommend adding something that can hold the weight. These will not hold a ton of weight, so just keep that in mind if you are planning on making a project similar to this. So once I have all of my hooks in, I'm going to go ahead and lightly distress this project as well. I'm using the same 220 grit sandpaper for this, and you cannot see a ton of distressing on this because the under layer was like a cream color, but you can see it somewhat. I think it turned out really pretty. I love the way this looks. It matches perfectly in my kitchen. Okay, so for this project, I'm going to use the Command brand strips, and these are for photos or picture frames that you want to hang on the wall. I thought this would be a perfect fit for what I am doing today. They are like a Velcro. You just kind of place them together, and then one side goes on your project, and then the other side goes obviously on the wall. So you're going to want to make sure these are nice and secure. If you cannot get them to stick that well to your project, you can also add some of that E6000 glue, but you will have to let that set for a good 24 hours before you place it on your wall. I love these. They don't cause any type of damage whatsoever, and I have used these for years. I love placing stuff on this backsplash here above my stove. Sometimes during the holidays, I like to place a cute little sign or just something festive on the back here. So today I am using these for this project, like I said, and then I'm going to hang some copper mugs. Like I said, I did not use the heavy duty hooks, so I didn't want to hang anything too heavy. I found these beautiful copper mugs at a thrift store a while back, and I love the way these look on this wall here, and I think this project turned out so incredibly cute. That is it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed these 3 projects that I shared with you today. Let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite. I hope that this video inspired you to do some of your own decorating or DIY projects yourself. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.